This week on the Worship and Nonsense podcast.
Actually, when I saw this, I was like, finally, I'm going to start trolling people. Here's my response. And this is in a very just calm. This is a very calm.
Look how long it is. What's all them acoustics doing? What are them acoustics doing right now?
I was just going to ask.
They're not in the mix. I haven't heard one.
How many of these acoustics made it in the mix? I've met over half of these guys and spent time with some of them. I know they're genuine about what they sing.
Imagine if you could do the same with Brandon Lake.
Don't do that. Oh, he's doing that.
Jeez.
Matthew 18 is for personal, biblical contextual conflict. Okay?
Worship and Nonsense.
Welcome to 101.9, the Worship and Nonsense podcast /radio/K-Love, You Suck. Here we have today Tasha Cobbs-Leonard and Brandon Lake. We need a move.
The king.
I have a lion.
When I saw that metal plate dissolve
Come
from
on.
that man's leg,
That man's leg.
my eyes on it, they don't lie. Your ears don't lie. When we hear of resurrection power of that precious boy who we sung over, this precious girl sung over, and this boy comes back to life. He was breathless.
Wow.
Now he's back to life. He's living. He's breathing because of resurrection power.
There's nothing that our God can't do.
No, there's nothing that our God can't do.
This is
No,
the
there's
best
nothing
one.
that our God can't
Bye,
do.
bye, fear.
No,
You
there's
can't
nothing
stay
that my
here.
God can't do.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is the king
The GOAT.
on top of the charts.
Did you know he talked to us?
Wow. Welcome
talk
to
to
the Worship and Nonsense podcast. We are here. We have... What's your name?
60 viewers? My name's Sam.
Hey, we're
Sam.
we're the number one worship podcast on the internet.
Hey,
okay?
Worship and Nonsense. My name's Sam.
My name is Aaron.
And I'm John.
I like
not your name.
I'm John.
My name is Juan. I know.
One.
All right, so something crazy, in the history of the worship podcast landscape, we made history.
We made history.
What happened, Sam?
Brandon Lake. Brandon Lake duetted us on TikTok to promote Lake Life Season 2.
What does that mean? Give us more detail for the viewership that doesn't know.
What Aaron's asking me to do here is talk more as he pulls this up. Essentially, we talked about Lake Life in an episode. I ended up talking and asking questions that were inquisitive of the situation, which in turn people thought was hate. But my man's at the top of the charts, so they're just questions, But then he did a duet, like he recorded over it, no voice, just like reactions.
Is it safe to say that we're one of Brandon Lake's top podcasts?
Oh, we have to.
Should we name this episode
Brandon Lake's favorite podcast? Yeah.
Just based on, we can promote our podcast too, right?
And I'm going to work really hard to get braided hair on us.
Lake Life.
I love it. He was in the studio with Cody.
I'm wondering if he just found a way to go, I want to monetize something, I want to make more content if he was just bored, or if he has a purpose to it.
There's got to be a purpose. You don't put that much work in just cause.
He's not putting no work into that. He's got a film crew. My man's got a film crew.
He's clearly.
You think he has a film crew?
Yes.
I think he has a camera guy.
I think he has like 3.
Which is probably like his cousin's son.
No.
Best line ever.
Are you kidding me?
There's not multiple
My
cameras in
man's
that.
at the top of the charts. Doesn't matter what he's doing.
That's so sarcastic.
So here's the thing.
That was the best part. My man's at the top of the charts.
Here's
All
the
right, we
thing.
gotta look
No,
at
I
these.
just want to show one commenter that I gave the business to
You
because
mean all of them?
here's the thing. There are some of you that are normal. I had a really normal reaction with one of you that was like giving sarcasm and received it. It was nice. But under this guy.
Hold on. Let's talk about this cheese. Brandon, we love you.
This is me, 100%.
Brandon, we love you.
Brandon, we love you.
We
Let's
love
talk about
you.
season 2 on the podcast. Here we are. This guy right here, he sent a thing. I responded. He responded well, but then the guy below him. Talk about
This
somebody who is just hit viewer
comments.
replies. I'm telling you right now.
No hate. Okay, John, read
Hold
these.
on, this
I want
guy.
John to read these.
Yeah. Now,
Oh, yeah.
like he is 100% a part of the Brandon Lake.
Wait,
The comment goes as such. No hate, but you said he's not putting any work into that. Own being critical and negative if that's what you're doing. You've never walked one day in his shoes, and he's done far too much good for people for you to say anything you want and then cover it by just wondering how it all works. Let's own it or keep quiet.
Don't you tell me he can't do it. Don't you tell me
Oh, we
he
should clip
can't
that.
do
We should have a
it.
sound effect. Here's the funny part, though. The funny thing in this whole thing is Sam. That is the perfect comment to trigger this guy, because he will see that and go.
No, actually,
What was your reaction?
Actually, when I saw this, I was like, finally, I'm going to start trolling people.
See?
So
That made you react, though. It
So,
made you go,
here-
I have to troll you.
here's
now.
my response. And this is in a very just calm, this is a very calm.
Look how long it is.
You got emojis in there too.
Yeah, because I was having fun at that point.
Oh, my
like I
gosh.
was, guys, I was smiling writing this.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I trust you that was the case.
Someone forgot to eat breakfast. It's gonna be okay, big
Okay,
dog.
the tone's completely wrong. Okay,
Okay, you gotta read it.
Let me just get. Someone forgot to eat breakfast. It's okay, big dog. I'm sure you've never made an assumption of anyone in your life
with the big
in person or on the internet. But here I did, and it's actually not hate. It's an assumption, which I can own. One that actually came from a place of thinking he has the ability to afford a team. That's not a hateful assumption, which is why I can say all love. As for staying quiet, I just can't because B. Lake sang it. Best I've got a lion inside of my lungs.
What did he say?
I did eat breakfast.
Okay, now you respond.
I did eat breakfast. You should check yourself for some humility, as your incredibly condescending, harsh criticism is the majority of the time rooted in some level of hate. You can't just say "ah love" when you are vocally and actively dishonoring a person who has brought hope to millions of people. You openly call him out, and you have Corey Asbury as well. But then turn around and quote their lyrics as a metaphor. Let's get real, bud. I did eat breakfast.
Oh, we're clipping this, and
I'm gonna go to
putting
the
this on
free.
Instagram.
I'm gonna go to the free Christian health clinic to get my humility checked. Oh man,
Real quick,
it's beautiful.
we're just making an appeal to you, Sir Brandon, King, GOAT, all time, Maverick City out here, right? Bethel alumni. If you ever want to come on the show, we'll Zoom you. We
We'll
can't
Zoom
afford
you.
to fly you out, but we'll Zoom you in.
Yeah, or if you're ever in Denver,
He's
you know?
never. Why would he be in Denver?
Well, we got the Ball Arena. You know,
You think he gets out ball?
he's on tour, man. People are going to see him. You know, he's on top of the charts, my guy. The Summer Worship Nights tour. Right now, Brandon Lake is giving us $5 to tell you the Summer Worship Night tour is coming out with Phil Wickham. They've been on a carousel, they've been on a boat, and they're letting you know they're coming to your town.
Gosh, you know the funniest thing,
Yeah.
funniest part of this whole thing is
Yeah.
there is. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna bring up a clip that we have. I
Oh,
saw this.
shucks.
I saw this yesterday.
Oh, shucks.
I was dying inside.
Oh, shucks. Are you going for shorts? Because there's a tab for shorts. Oh, this is, we should, I don't know if this is good or not.
There's another clip.
There's another clip about Brandon, apparently.
Long form on Spotify. So real quick before we play this, because we're gonna now release long form clips that we don't cut on Spotify.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So go watch, if you're curious, go watch the rest of this on Spotify because we most likely will clip this out of YouTube.
I do what I did last podcast. Everybody get out your chill pill bottle. Take out a chill pill. Let's calm down.
Oh, I love it. I love
Dude.
it. Sam was way more salacious back in the day. Not salacious.
was.
You're just a little more opinionated. Not even salacious. It's opinionated. So, I love
Dude,
it.
this song is dope. I'm gonna tell
All
you that right now.
So we doing new music. This is your segment.
Well, here's the thing, though. Well, I have a lot of new music. That's the problem.
This is a music podcast.
This is just one. We can play a short clip of this. This is by Jonathan Stamper. He is actually a part of Circuit Rider, and he's done some stuff with them. But this is his own song that is just, man, it's a banger.
Cool.
The Holy One.
To the Holy One.
The Holy One. See?
To the Holy One we worship. To the Holy One. To the Holy One.
Actually, I believe everyone on stage.
There is one seated on the throne, the living one, alive forevermore. Holy are you, Lord.
Sounds like every song we've heard ever. Okay.
Listen in. Lord. Oh. This is just like a band. This comes down though. So he's gonna ad-lib out, but go like in the middle of what you're, because the full band chorus is nuts. So keep going.
There is one, the Father's only Son. He was, and is to come. Holy, lift you up.
When they open it up. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Oh,
Ain't nobody can play that.
yeah, you can.
Why don't we play stuff like this,
It's
man?
just musicianship, bro.
Why would you not play that in your church?
Pull up New Life. New Life Worship. They have some videos. They have videos.
Yeah, I like how
Shout
you're
out to our boy.
You're ignoring me this
Shout
whole
out
podcast.
to our boy D. I love D.
Man, that'd be really cool to interview that guy.
It would be sick to have him on for an interview and just hear him pour out his heart for like an hour. And then a microphone not work, you know? In the room. Bro, we heard this live at the conference when we went. And dude, this song is a banger. This song I'm playing. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, we're playing this one?
Oh, we're playing
week?
this song.
This week?
I don't know if it's this week.
I think
but
I'm
we're
on this
playing-
week too, huh?
I don't think so.
Oh, God. Thank God.
I don't know.
I have to cancel my... all you volunteers... We got to talk about that real quick.
Do you need to cancel your subscription
All
to my
of your-
worship team?
All of your week-to-week worship team volunteers.
Yeah.
Or y'all that are lucky and get paid. Shout out local church.
Okay.
Please tell me, do you get planning center anxiety like I do?
No.
What?
Planning center anxiety. I'll talk to John because you're a fellow
Yeah, I'm a
volunteer. I had a situation that happened to me. I've been on the team for like 3 weeks straight, and
By your own choice.
yeah, of course, it's not a bad thing.
No, you're gonna make me look bad.
No, I'm not. This is all. I'm not talking about volunteers. I'm not talking about inner packs. I'm not talking about any of that. Even though I want to. We're gonna have a pod without him one time. Just me and the church volunteer pod, worship and nonsense
Yeah,
pod.
do it.
I went to Planning Center and we're playing like an original song, which I love.
Yeah.
And I go and the key's like super funky. I told him all week. I was that guy. I was that volunteer this week. That's like a musician that just complains about the key. I don't complain about much, do I? I did. Every 7 seconds.
Right.
But so it was in a weird key, and I was playing bass, and bass stops at open string. So anyway, there was a song that didn't have a track. I cried. I was like, oh,
I've been there.
And this gives you anxiety. You're like,
yeah,
it's just a chart. And then you're like, can I hear it? I went on YouTube. I was like, I know we've recorded it before. We haven't recorded it before. This song doesn't exist anywhere outside of Planning Center, but it wasn't in there.
You must have accidentally not been a part of the group text I sent with the with the demo.
Dang it. I was hurting. This is the worst song. Bro, we were playing on Sunday. I was fumbling. It was bad. I knew it was bad too. I was like, I don't remember how the song goes.
You're too good to not believe, man.
And another Planning Center anxiety moment that I have sometimes is declining. Cause it's savage, bro. It makes you make sure you feel bad.
Are you sure?
Really? You think so?
That?
Yes. You hit decline. It's like, why?
Well, when are you hitting decline?
Do you want to give a reason?
It doesn't matter. I shouldn't have to. It just goes, but like imagine a human going, like imagine you going to somebody that's real, like Sam, and you're like, hey, big dog.
I can't be there.
I can't be there.
Why?
Right? And then most times, oh man, that's cool. Like we'll figure it out. Or oh dang, that sucks.
Why?
Planning Center's just like, well, why can't you be there? Have you ever tried to decline?
I have. I've been on both ends.
That's called accountability. And you get anxiety because you know you don't have a reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if you have a really good reason, like someone died.
Just say family emergency.
Yeah, let me type. Let me. Yeah. Well, actually, like, and then there's a character limit.
Hey, I'll tell you, I've had members confess some stuff in that rejection stuff. So.
Had a rough night.
Yeah.
Last night wasn't favorable.
There should be some kind of segment. I bet there is. About
Planning Center
declines.
declines, man. Send your declines in. But I just had anxiety over that. I just, yeah. Like I have to decline like in 2 weeks because I need a mental health weekend, and I have to. I'm telling you on the pod now, just so you know it's coming through.
Decline when I'm on vacation.
Are you on vacation?
For my mental health.
Even better. Where are you going?
I'm going to Mexico.
Arriba.
You going to Puerto Vallarta?
No, I'm not going to tell people where
Cancun?
I'm going.
Oh yeah, because
Cancun.
the 30 people that watch this are gonna pop up.
60 people are going to track me down. No.
You hate Brandon Lake.
No, I don't. No, I
Where you
don't wanna
going?
do that.
Tell us your vacation.
I'm going to Mexico and Cancun. I'm going to someplace.
I don't care about the resort. Are you going to the hotel? Are you like in Cancun proper or the outskirts?
I'm in the Riviera Maya.
Let's
go, man. I worked my butt off to get there. So
why are you so weird? That's awesome.
Because I could just hear the comments here. You're going to a resort and it's gonna have,
my sister and like who else is gonna comment? Me.
Well, my wife sitting watching next to me, she comments. She gives me live comments.
There you go. That's why. That's why.
You know it's your wife. It's not the masses. It's your wife.
Jake.
No.
What's Jake? Jake's not gonna care.
Jake,
Shout
we're
out
going
Jake.
to Mexico.
Shout out. Let's name all the people real quick before we go to this. Who watches long form? Jake, my sister, your wife, my wife.
My wife now.
Your wife.
Dwayne 8GHTV or whatever.
Yeah, he loves that.
Second, and then actually we got to feature this guy, Kaedon Cronkright.
Yeah.
You go to his video, please, because we're gonna feature him right now. Just pull it up. Go to his channel. Go to our comments. Pull it up. Hey man, I Insta DM'd you, bro, and you have said nothing. So I did research on you. So this dude went to the Highlands,
nice.
school as a worship leader, and is now pastoring with like his family in Illinois. Which shout out, I'm from Illinois. Kaedon Cronkright at the bottom. You boys got mad demons. But dude writes incredible music and sounds incredible. So, homie, hit me up on Insta. We got to figure somehow to get you on
Do a
here.
little Zoom.
Talk about pastoring and worship pastoring. It's called Lack of Burden by Kaedon Cronkright. You hear those chords?
Yeah, and
You hear that voice?
And he's not capable.
All right, let's have the man have his moment.
I am sorry,
Oh,
for I have sinned,
I hope you're cringing, bro.
fallen short of
You should have man.
that I had to come to terms with the punishment that I have earned.
okay.
sin has gone over my head.
Kaedon.
A load too heavy for me to bear.
Oh, somebody pick him
Oh,
up.
I may not ever comprehend the light
Oh. Oh, you gotta go check that out. You gotta
Okay,
go check that out.
listen. Mark Barlow from Isla Vista Worship or whatever. Pick this song up, bro. Kaedon, go sell this song to this dude. This song is killer. Isla Vista, the kind of jazz guy, Mark Barlow. Bro,
Hillsong?
get educated, bro.
Hillsong?
Get educated.
Elevation?
Anywho, no, I have two pleas
Bethel?
with you. I have two pleas. Number one, if you have a demo or like a vision of like a version that's finished of this song, please send it to us. That's why I do. Secondly, if you don't, I would love to produce it for
Let's
free.
just hang out with him.
I would love to produce it for free. That is a good song.
What makes you think he wants you to produce it?
I'm not saying I'm
That was
offering
mean.
it for free.
He's like, I don't know you, dog. Big
This
dog.
is what the channel was all about for me when we first started. It was like getting people who were so good and he's got 3 subscribers. He's posted 1 video in his life. He's not active on Instagram except for posting his wife, basically. This
Dang,
dude
you
is
stalked
killer.
this guy. You stalked
This
him,
dude is killer. I wanted to talk to him.
Okay.
Anywho, in the room. D, we love you, buddy.
All right, here we go. Look at John Egan.
When we gather, we know you have so much in store. In your presence, it's in your presence, Lord. Lift your heads, all ye gates, you everlasting doors. In the presence,
I like this.
The melody is so good.
The presence of the Lord. Here's your part right here. Woo-hoo. Come on. There's joy in the room, 'cause you're in the room. Heaven's breaking out. God, do what you do. Miracles all around. Chains fall to the ground. Freedom in the room. God, you're in the room.
Bro, the people are going nuts at the conference for
That's
this
cool.
song.
I like this.
Shake it.
This,
Strength is rising as we
Wait.
wait upon the Lord.
you hear that bass come in?
Okay.
We're waiting on you, Lord.
Got some overdrive on there.
The organ.
All things are possible in the presence of the Lord. Yeah, man. The presence of the Lord. There's joy, there's joy in the room, 'cause you're in the room. Heaven's breaking.
Play this song in your church, guys.
Yeah, I gotta play
So
this.
good. Go to the bridge. You know, it's always about the bridge.
Okay.
Melting, strongholds breaking. There's no mistaking. You are here with us, right here, right now. And faith is rising, hearts unfolding. There's no.
What's all them
How
acoustics
many?
doing? What are them acoustics doing right now?
I was just
what
going
are
to
they
ask.
doing? They're not in the mix. I haven't heard one.
How many of these
I
acoustics
haven't heard one.
made it in the mix?
They look like robots. It's-
Listen,
Same
I've
feet.
been to the front of house at this church. I didn't see no fader for
Why do
No,
people
just
do
kidding.
that? Is it just the
Just
look?
kidding. It's a comfort, man.
Okay.
It's a comfort.
I
I'm
guess
going to tell you this. I know John Egan's is always in the house. I mean, number one, that Martin is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Number two, he has moments where he plays that guitar. I don't know if Micah Massey's or Dee's is actually in there.
Yeah.
It might be in the house, but it's definitely not in this track.
mistaken. You are here with, and every mountain is melting.
His ad-libs are nuts.
I feel a stronghold breaking.
That's what happens when you don't grow up in the white church.
There's no mistaking. Let's save the rise in the road.
Come on.
Hey, hearts are full.
bet you it's a drum breakdown. I don't even know. Yep.
Yes, sir. Oh, come on.
Oh man.
Come on.
Just this whole album, I'm going to tell you right now, this whole album is going to get played at this church. This album is so good.
I like it. Finally, some new music, man. I've been waiting.
They had a song called Even If. Oh.
I've been waiting for months for some new songs.
Some good stuff.
You know, for the pastor to be blessed by something.
Dude.
For the bring back of some original songs.
Oh my gosh, we're singing original songs again?
It's beautiful.
Man. You know, I think the pastor's heart was touched a couple pods ago. You know, really impacted him because he had to really zero in and examine his inner self.
Yeah.
And the Spirit was working and saying, you know
Amen.
what?
Hallelujah.
Songs that sound the same are not that bad.
Yes, God.
Because it sounds like every other song. But it's okay because that's what this music
Can
is.
I tell you something? Can I
What?
tell you something?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why that happens. I met over half of these guys and spent time with some of them. I know they're genuine about what they sing.
Imagine if you could do the same with Brandon Lake.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. You just don't give me enough content that shows me. Even
You stepped on that one. Good job.
That's what you were typing.
I got a new song
with the camera
by Evan and Eris.
There's an acoustic.
I got things that I'm giving in advance. Don't gotta wait till I see it in my hands. Don't see it now, but I
Trust you in the plans.
I can't. You can't do that. It sounds terrible when you do that. I be in my car listening to it, and then he don't mix when he edits. He doesn't turn himself down.
Sometimes
so it's
I
just
do.
I'm like, what does the song sound like?
Enough. Yeah, if it's bad enough.
God,
I would have cut that out.
Talking summer when I say you need the sun. Brings life in the night of your life. He the light of your life. Give your life up to Christ. Tell me who you know that brings hope to the things that were hopeless. Master to the pieces that's broken. Only one to change your life in a moment. It's only one. Yeah. Feel the blessings coming after me. Practicing my faith is staying strong so it don't atrophy. Watch what I put out, I know it's always coming back to me. Tried to lock the doors, but that's okay, I got the master's key. Yeah, so I'm living with my hands up. What's the problem when I know the answer? I know a lot of people won't understand us. If you give it up to Christ, he'll help you stand up. I got things that I'm giving
So,
in advance.
to continue on with our smooth. Did you ever create that playlist?
No.
One day Sam's gonna create a playlist that's like Christian music, but it's not worship, but you can still listen to it and it's fire. And this song is gonna go in there. So
How do you define that though? How do you
what?
define that?
What define
If
what?
something's about God, is it not worship?
Ooh, that's a really good question. You have a really good point there.
Thanks.
Yeah. What made you think of that?
Moving on.
You didn't let me say it. I was about to go somewhere. All right, so at this point of the show, this is sponsored by...
Oh, this is our biggest segment. So what we're going to do
Who
here
is sponsoring this one?
What we could
Cheetos?
show you is some kind of drink that could be going down.
Your drink here.
Your drink here. Your drink here.
I got...
If you drink...
Sponsored by that.
If you drink blank, you will be satisfied. Blank, like Christ satisfies our souls. He is a never-ending thirst that we quench for. I don't know the words, but somehow your drink will be added here.
You know what's funny is we have a really good target audience of 40 people. So if you want your product bought by 40 people, give us like $20. You'll make it back. All right, so there's a big story. Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts. So, Pastor John Lindell had a conference out of his church called Stronger.
Was it at his church or was it just a men's conference?
It was a men's conference. It was at like some arena.
Okay.
And there, Mark Driscoll was brought onto the scene to preach.
But before that.
But before all of that, a quote unquote stripper showed up. It was not a stripper, but this is what they saw.
John, we need your reaction, please. Okay. Oh, turn that up. The anticipation.
Oh. What in the Magic Mike?
What in the Magic Mike?
This is a men's conference, y'all.
For what kind of men?
Real quick. If you're watching the audio or listening and you're at work in your cubicle,
go ahead.
Or you're at your desk.
Open
and
your phone,
passively listening. Look up at the screen right now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He's walking through the air. That's demonic.
This feels like a youth group
Here's the
choreography
question.
play.
Why did his shirt have to come off to do it? Oh, there's a sword, guys. There's a sword. Is it the sword of the spirit? I don't know.
Why not?
And there's a motorcycle. So clearly he did something with a motorcycle. Oh, wow. He just stabbed the air. So an article has come out. We're not going to be able to find it. Keep it going. That showed some pictures of this guy's life.
Oh, he's licking the sword.
He's definitely not a Christian.
Oh, no. Oh, don't do that.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, he's doing that.
I'm so strong. I'm a man.
Where does it? Oh,
it's in him.
Oh, my God.
You hear the crowd? Oh, my God. Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
So what point of this glorifies God?
I'm uncomfortable. Where do you think the blade goes?
He's up in the trusses, bro.
It's got to fold in, right?
Yeah, it has to.
No.
It's got it.
No.
It has to.
Wow. Good for you, buddy. You're higher than the lights. Oh. Wow.
No, like half the crowd's like.
Oh. Is the sword going to fall out because now he's going downward? Like, what does this represent, you know?
Oh!
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Is that a ping pong table?
Oh, okay. Gross.
Let's all cheer for it. Okay, so let's just, before we even get into Mark Driscoll, what are the thoughts here?
I think
Is
it's
this
pretty.
for Pride Month or?
I think it's pretty cool. I see that. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so pull up that picture. This is this guy's life. No.
Oh, this guy's life.
Yeah. So they found all these photos.
Oh, no.
He is legitimately a Vegas stripper.
How a dirty, poor bad boy from a sleepy
Moldovan
town became a seedy Vegas stripper
before
for wowing millions at BGT's Daredevil Sword Swallower.
Oh, he swallows swords. It looks like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, let's put
Sword
this off
Swallower,
the screen.
Alex, whatever.
Let's
26.
take this off the screen.
Let's
take this off the screen.
I wouldn't bring this up.
Yeah. It's just with
Worship
the
and
comment
nonsense.
and all that. It was just a little
hustle
bit
and
too
grind.
much.
Shout out to all the children that like watching our podcast.
What in the Magic Mike, he said. So, I mean, this is oh, it's stupid. It's, there's just room for error here, guys. It's Christian doofuses just trying to entertain people. This is actually a lot of what I've been dealing with over the past couple months. Like, church is just entertaining these days, and it's crap. You're a bunch of dummy pastors who want to entertain people. Sorry. There are some genuine pastors out there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of doofuses who are in it for the money and the games and the plays.
These are not my words, but interesting. I hope people can separate when I'm not talking, because I'm definitely not talking right now. All right, so there was a response. Moving on. There was a response.
Moving on.
Sam uses these to forward his agenda. No. There's a response from a famous pastor, Mark Driscoll.
Not a response. Like, he was supposed to preach.
He was supposed to preach at the same conference.
He's on stage to preach and addresses.
Imagine you come out after that.
Yeah, right.
What would you say?
there's a come out joke in there, but I can't figure it out just yet. I'd be like, what the heck? Like, how do you intro after that?
Like, would you be able to preach after seeing that?
I'd probably make a lighthearted joke and then just try to like pivot vibes hard.
So, okay, Sam, what do you think? Because you're gonna watch this, I want your reaction. But do you think he genuinely didn't know, or he's just trying to be that guy?
Genuinely didn't know what?
That was happening.
I would say, I mean, big conference like that, you're asked to speak. You don't necessarily know the whole schedule of what little entertainments are happening.
Because why is he acting so shocked and has to call it out?
Well, he's not that
right
shocked.
now.
I will say he's not that
Even
shocked.
though I agree. By the way, I agree with him.
I will say he's not that shocked.
He just felt in like, I have to bring this out right now.
But he just wrote a book about demons. And so he's calling out spiritual things. He's calling out spiritual things, which, number one, I'm going to say right now, I don't think he did necessarily anything wrong. I think it's okay to publicly rebuke that. I will say the one thing the pastor said was like, he could have had a conversation with me about it, blah, blah, blah. I agree with that, but I also don't see the problem that like he's telling the people in the room that wasn't acceptable. But then from there, like he did write a book about good things and bad things and demons, and so he's calling out a spirit.
How do you feel before we watch this? How do you feel about this? Do you think he was wrong?
Yes and no.
Okay.
We're going to talk about how to be an Elijah and how to deal with Ahab and Jezebel. But let me do this.
He gets on one knee.
Hat's coming off.
I've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning.
He's been up since 1.
The reason I'm hoarse is I have been praying for you, and my heart is very burdened for you.
At this point,
so
did you know something was about to go down?
Yeah, I want to know how this dude was like, the brain process of this guy to say, you know, I know how Mark Driscoll is about these things. I think I'm going to turn my phone on.
That's true.
Like, he's got it from the gun. He's got him on camera.
And he's in the service.
Yeah, and he's sitting sideways, so you know he's intentionally doing this.
And I want to be very careful with this, and it's not what I want to say.
You're going to do it anyway.
But the Jezebel spirit has already been here.
Ominous.
The Jezebel spirit opened our event.
Ooh.
This is a rebuke and a correction of no one. This is an observation. Before the Word of God was open, there was a platform. It was a high place.
Okay.
On it was...
Mark, you're on a platform. Mm-hmm. Bruh, like, let's not make the things that aren't spiritual not spiritual. Like, you're on a platform right now, and then he makes a thing you'll hear about Christ didn't ascend, like this man ascended on a pole, but he descended. Bro, you're on a platform talking to people.
A pole, an ashtray.
I don't know what word
the
he
same
said
thing
there.
that's used in a strip club for women who have the Jezebel spirit to seduce men.
Just
in front of that was a man who ripped his shirt off like a woman does in front of a pole at a strip club.
Yeah, that is out of pocket. Like, yeah.
That man then ascended. See, our God is not arrogant. He doesn't ascend. Our God is humble. He descends.
Technically, that's not true, but...
And then he swallowed his sword.
You're out of line, Mark.
And Jesus cried, okay, Pastor John, I'll receive that. Thank you.
You're done.
Whoa.
So my man's is sitting front stage. This is the pastor, John Lindell, who put this all together, goes, Mark, you're out of line, Mark. Mark, you're done.
Wild. And he received it?
Yeah, that's the shocking part.
So
this is where John gets on stage.
Oh, it's a saga.
Part 2.
And Jesus cried, okay, Pastor John, I'll receive that. Thank you.
I love. Hold on. I love how the stage.
The podium
the
guy.
Podium man and
For-
stage manager. You see that dude sprinting? Look, watch. Like right in the corner. Watch.
Man.
Let me just say this.
Let me just say this.
If Mark wanted to say that, he should have said it to me first.
Crazy, huh?
He didn't. Matthew 18. If your brother offends you, go to him privately.
I love how the drone's still going.
Can
the
we hold
drone
on?
is still going. It's
I
like,
know.
boom.
Can we hold on though? Can we actually look at
So
something?
they yanked him off
Can
the
we
stage
look at something?
completely.
Yeah.
Can we look at something though?
Yeah. It
Just
came back and
real
defended
quick.
it.
Just real quick. Let's look at something.
Because he called out that stripper, man.
When you call out,
Strippers get you in trouble, huh, Sam?
if your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen, take one or two others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again, I say to you, if 2 of you agree on earth about anything they ask, it will be done for them by the Father in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am among them. I just want to tell you something. Matthew 18 is for personal, biblical contextual conflict. Okay? Here's what I'm going to say. Pastors have a, what is that word? A responsibility to put whatever thousands of people are there, to put whatever they're going to put in front of them. And I believe that he should be held accountable in that moment.
I agree.
If 2 people just got on stage and started having sex, we'd all go, this is a problem. Why would you allow this?
At a men's conference.
But because something is a little bit gray and he called it out, personally, he should have come to me. Yeah, he should and probably could and still will. But he has I personally, like, yeah. I would, here's what I will say. If Mark actually had that kind of problem, he should have considered not speaking. He should have considered just saying, hey, I didn't agree with this. I'm not going to be a part of it.
Oh.
So clearly he still wanted to speak and say something. So he didn't have that hard of a disagreement with it. But if you're going to say it's a demon, I mean,
So what side are you on?
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Okay.
So you think both sides are wrong?
So if it was me and I saw that and I just felt like this isn't right, I would walk up to that man even if it was right before my session to talk, and I go, hey man, I appreciate you calling me out here. You have my paycheck back. I'm not speaking.
Gotcha. So you think it was wrong to call him out in front of everybody?
No, there's a part of me that's still okay with that.
Okay, see? Bro, I'm trying to get to it. We don't have to keep listening, but
There was not one word of that. He's out of line. If you want to say
you're out of line. So yeah, that was crazy.
We get a bunch of angry men in a room.
I just
men's conference.
Bang.
Hey, for a retreat, we could do.
Right? I just think it's so shocking. It's just so like, oh man, it's shocking. It's shocking.
You know who would never do that? Brandon Lake.
Brandon Daddy.
Okay, I got a couple things in our Instagram segment that I want to talk about.
Well, listen to this podcast. Freaking dope.
The B-side?
Oh, no, not the B-side. I thought this was Lecrae. And
no, this is the B-side.
Oh, this is the B-side? Don't support the B-side.
So there's this guy. Let's start with Mark Driscoll. There's this guy his name is B.E. Recker.
Probably
Brecker?
Or like Brandon Brecker, something like that.
Oh, no, it didn't work.
Oh, no, it didn't work. Oh, no, it didn't work.
So this guy is like an ex-pastor, I don't know what his thing is. I didn't do too much
So
research.
he does not believe in the doctrine of hell.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
He does not believe in a God who would have eternal damnation on the souls of his creation.
So I want your reaction to this clip.
I've already seen it.
Both of you.
Mark Driscoll thinks I'm going to hell. Here's why.
I think he's wrong.
If there is a hell and you don't believe in it, you've got a problem.
Okay, so we're going to go with the fear tactics right out of the gate. Cool.
Jesus talks about hell more than anyone.
This is misleading. Jesus talks about Gehenna more than anyone, which is not a spiritual place. It was a real place, a valley just outside the gates of Jerusalem. This is a metaphor. This metaphor is borrowed from the prophet Jeremiah, who talked about Gehenna as a place where the dead bodies of Israelites would be thrown after Jerusalem was destroyed by the Babylonians. Jesus seems to be using it in a similar way, warning Jerusalem that unless they repent, they will also be destroyed by the Romans, which they were about 30 years after the life of Jesus.
Exactly.
You've got bedrock text. Just go to the book of Revelation, look at all the flames and fire.
Revelation is the most metaphorical book in the entire Bible, and it would be unwise to base any literal doctrine on it. It is filled with what scholars call apocalyptic hyperbole. It has all kinds of symbols, like beasts and dragons, and Jesus is pictured as a lamb with 7 horns and 7 eyes. The fire and the flames Mark mentions are just about the only part of Revelation that he wants to take literally.
Don't be deceived. God will not be mocked. You will reap what you sow. It's a dreadful and fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
This is ultimately why I reject the doctrine of hell, because it leads to an ugly picture of God. To fall into the arms of God is not a dreadful and fearful thing. It's a beautiful and life-giving thing. And that's the foundation of our relationship with God. Mark Driscoll thinks I'm...
What do you think?
I have so many thoughts. Yes, it's called symbolism to the fact that it is going to be an eternal thing. That's why the whole piece of Gehenna is important. It is a valley in which they would burn bodies, in which Jesus is using it similarly to what eternity will look like if you do not follow him. It's pretty simple. And you know what's so funny? Like, yes, it's apocalyptic literature, not apocalyptic hyperbole. They're pretty important to look in when John goes into heaven and sees the elders and the emerald sea and the throne and the creatures all around it. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't think that's hyperbole. I'm going to tell you right now, I think you're going to see some creatures in heaven. Like, this is a thing on Instagram right now with, like, the angels. Bro, the description of angels is not some white person personified and just like, I have wings. Angels are, like, in the Bible are so big and so scary. Like, guys, God is to be revered and feared, like, in a good way.
Yeah.
He's a holy God, and ultimately, like, he pours out his life freely. Jesus dies on the cross, gives his life freely so that you might accept him. But there also needs to be a system of justice and judgment in which is explained.
What do you think?
In the Bible.
Hell's real. Not believing in it lowers the stakes of the gospel, in my opinion.
Do you think
but it's just a fear tactic, John. It's just a fear tactic. How dare you try to scare me into loving God?
This is another clip that this guy has reacted to.
Many of us.
He's getting prime time real estate on our channel. Let's see.
Many of us were raised with a fear-based spirituality that caused us to despise parts of ourselves, especially our sexuality. Here's what that sounds like.
Even when I was...
Sounds like you have a dad who didn't affirm you when you came out and you were a Christian, and now you're hurt.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay. Gosh.
Girlfriend I told them we were going to hell.
Yo.
Then why are you with me? I don't know. But I do know that we're not right.
Yo, why was that me? I was a Christian though, but I just wasn't walking it out. I remember dating this girl, and then I remember just one day I was like, yeah, this ain't right, and you don't love the Lord, so you're going to be in hell and we shouldn't be together. She was like, what? Who do you think you are? And I was like, I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying?
They had normal, developmentally appropriate sexual experiences, and unfortunately, as they did that, they thought it meant they were going to hell. I can relate. After I had sex with my girlfriend for the first time, I felt horrible. I wrote her a long email about why we could never do that again, and we ultimately broke up, wrecked with guilt. That is an incredibly unhealthy way to approach both sexuality and spirituality. For Jackie, it meant abandoning her sexual orientation, believing that acting out on her attraction to women would send her to hell. See, a spirituality of hell makes it impossible to love yourself. It requires you to suppress who you've been created to be because of the fear that who you are is worthy of hell. Spirituality of hell also makes it impossible to love other people. Lecrae told his girlfriend she was going to hell. She said, "Who do you think you are?" She was real for that. You're not loving your neighbor if you think that you have all the right answers, and they're going to suffer for eternity for being wrong. They laugh, but there's nothing funny about perpetuating a fear-based spirituality. It only makes people afraid of God and hate themselves, and it's really sad.
Homie, please calm down. First and foremost, you act like there is some hierarchy on hell. We all deserve hell. No one is the savior except Jesus. The fact that we have eternal promise of something other than damnation is a miracle. We all suck.
Your voice cracked right there, but
it did.
That's the power.
We all suck. Thank God he's amazing. That is not fear.
Oh, I see what you do there.
That's not fear. Thank God that someone saw purpose in his creation, his alone creation, and said, I want to save it because it's beautifully broken. So listen to me real quick. That's called when they said, wow, I told my boyfriend and girlfriend that, I'm going to hell. She didn't abandon her sexual orientation. Number one, you've clearly never heard the full story on Jackie, because she always has said, like, even though I feel this way, I'm being biblically, I'm being disciplined to the Bible and what it says.
Yeah.
Secondly, lastly, just for that, like that's not fear. That's called conviction. And you're running away from the conviction of the Lord because you're scared, because you realize that it is scary to know that you don't meet a standard. But good news, this is the gospel that you say you love. This is the gospel you say you talk about. We all fall short of the glory of God. So we need him.
Got some more funny nonsense.
Of course I read the Bible. I just don't apply it to my life. I'm a lukewarm Christian. Of course I take something to Christ as a suggestion. I love him, but not that much.
Did he collaborate with this girl?
Of course I love the world and the things of it. Jesus loves me, so it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm a lukewarm Christian. Of course God called me to smoke weed, drink, and cuss with my friends. It's the way that I minister to them. I'm a lukewarm Christian. Of course I don't have any friends that challenge my walk with Christ. They are so judgmental.
Bro.
I'm a lukewarm Christian. Of course I read the Bible. I just don't apply it to my life.
You get the gist.
Oh, man.
I have another one for you. Amazing vocalist. Y'all ready for this? Oh my God.
Wow. She sounds,
John, what do you think before he ruins it?
That was heavenly of God.
Oh my God.
She sounds like Fiona from Shrek when she kills that bird.
You hate her. Couple more.
Every every storm, the ocean that I face today.
Every Christian song ever.
You're always with me, I won't be afraid. You're the light in the darkness, love will never fade.
Lauren Daigle is calling. She wants this.
Dude, that's every song.
That would also be the face of the piano player.
Oh my gosh.
Lauren Daigle's calling. She wants that song.
These are your boys, right?
Yeah.
Walked up to me asked to talk. She explained that they were monitoring her son's phone and noticed that her son had been spending a lot of time in the Bible app. You can imagine my surprise as a youth pastor, a parent complaining to me about how much her student spends on the Bible app. She proceeded to say that it was like 5 to 8 hours a day that this kid was on the Bible app. So one night, she decided to go into the Bible app to take a look. And to her horror, she found nude pictures of her son that he had sent to his girlfriend via the Bible app.
Oh my God. That is nuts.
Her son had been taking scriptures and customizing the images with his nude photos. So every picture he sent to his girlfriend had a little scripture verse inscribed in the corner.
Oh no,
bro.
How does dude not get smited down with the lightning?
Oh my gosh.
I got to give it to him though. That's crafty. He like made a little devotional plan for her.
For legal reasons, I was never on this podcast.
Yo, you know he found the sexual verses too.
Oh yeah, Song of Solomon.
Lord have. Tell me why this is not one of the funniest videos. I don't know why. It might be a dub. We might cut this. Spotify gets everything. But listen to this.
Lord have mercy.
From the sense of blind entitlement some people seem to have, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
From a blind judgmental attitude over other people's appearance or dress, Christ have mercy.
Christ have mercy.
For the times our sharp political divide blinded our call to care for each other, Christ have mercy.
Christ have mercy.
When people use loopholes to take advantage of disability benefits, Christ have mercy.
Christ have mercy.
From a blind attitude over the theft of work Xerox paper for personal use, Lord have mercy.
Somebody's been
Lord have mercy.
When we attempted to jump the line or skirt the rules to get a vaccine, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
From a lack of courtesy, especially for the elderly, Lord have mercy.
What they're doing is they've all submitted their prayer requests.
Oh, okay.
And they're to get atoned for. And the pastor is reading them off.
That's not a spontaneous worship moment.
No, but this tone, Lord have mercy. Okay, last thing, then we can exit the pod. This is a video that...
Bro, this is funny.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Sorry. Hey, first off, I want to thank God for all those TikToks of me leading worship go viral. That's all God, not me. Next up, as you all know, I've sang on albums with Elevation, Hillsong, and Bethel, although Bethel didn't make the final 3.
Do we have all met somebody like this?
Yes.
I thought, this is not Dante Bo? That's sorry.
Clipping that one.
Sorry.
Dante's actually in our comments in one of our very first videos because of Sam. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Dante Bo, if you go back, he's in one of our comments.
So it sounds like
7
I just get
people
all
watched
these
it.
big names.
Something about Sam makes people rage.
Did you know he got in trouble for posting a nude picture on Instagram?
Okay, anyway, moving on.
But today, I need to decide where I'm going to grow roots, settle down, and lead worship on weekends while I'm not touring as a solo act. Hillsong.
Nah.
Yeah, I watched that documentary. Elevation. Forgive me, Apostle Stephen.
Amen.
But I'm taking my talents to Maverick City Music, a Grammy Award-winning group with zero controversy that's going to be around for a long time. Shout. Yeah, hallelujah.
Sang it like it.
Sorry.
That's funny.
Zero controversy, right?
that was the joke.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I know.
Oh my gosh! All right, well,
play the new one. Play a new one. Or
no, we're gonna ride out to this.
Yeah, you're in the room.
All right, well, go get some therapy, right?
Better help. Get your worse help.
Hey, we enjoyed. Everybody, it's our intention to foster lives on these YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram clip streets. We just love all of you. Our Cash App's in the description. Please give. We love you. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Next week. Bye.
Yes,